am Pinstar, and this is Tooth and Tail. So Tooth and Tail is it's an interesting beast. I say that about a lot of the games I play, but, well, that's the kind of game I like, interesting beasts. Tooth and Tail is a real-time strategy game made by Pocket Watch Games. Now, real-time strategy is normally a genre I stay the ever-living heck away from. While it does have strategy in its name, real-time means that the game and how well you do at it depends more solely on fast twitch muscle memory than it does on actual strategy. And that doesn't jive well with me as someone who does like his strategy but does not have a very good fast twitch muscle reaction. I do not have the APMs that the grand champion StarCraft 2 players have, and thus, well, I have strategies in my brain for real-time strategy games, translating them into the field, not so good. Tooth and Tail mixes the formula up a little bit in a way that makes it fun for someone like me, someone who is better at strategy, but does not punish you for being, super good or super bad at being able to, get the plans in your head into the thing, because you only control one unit, your commander. So, you know what? Let's just dive into a game right here. We're going to do a skirmish against the bots here, a 2-player. There are 4... the premise here, this is all fought using sort of a early World War I-ish weaponry. No, this isn't Battlefield 1 with furries. But basically the idea is who's going to be eaten, who's going to get to eat. That's the whole premise of the game. Not a huge amount of story in it, but who cares? The other nice thing about this is, whereas a game of, like, say, StarCraft 2 takes like 45 minutes, give or take, these are over in usually less than 10 minutes. They are meant to be played and replayed fast motion here. And that's good. In my opinion, that is an awesome thing. So one of the sort of strategic aspects here is these are all the units in the game. You've got sort of tier 1, the rabble. These are your low cost, low power units. You've got your tier 2 units, the militants. These are medium cost, medium power. And then you've got your heroes here, which are high cost but high power units. And then you've got your static defenses. These are defenses you build that do not move. Now, here's what makes this game really, really freaking interesting, and it's going to be different every single time. You pick your army of 6 different units from any of these. And so does your opponent. I don't know what units my opponent has taken. So you can't see there and then choose what counters it. I mean, there is some rock, paper, scissors going on in here. So for the Distillery Brothers here are the squirrels. They are your cheap, plentiful ranged units. Not terribly powerful, but you can get a whole horde of them going, and that tends to do pretty darn well. So you know what? I'm going to go with the Distillery Brothers here. The Nomads of the North are sort of your tier 1 melee units. You know what? I'm just going to keep them there. The Engineers for Hire sort of allow you to summon them in your enemy's backyard. Sort of normally they have to be spawned from a camp. I'll show you that in a minute. Then we've got the Morning Light Croakers. They are AOE suicide bombers. And then you got the Volunteers. They're your flying scouts and your healers. You know what? We're going to go for some healers here, too. So 2 2-year 1 units. The 1, 2, 3 Brigade are your artillery. These guys have long distance, not terribly accurate, but terribly powerful, especially against static defenses. You know what? I like them. I'm going to go with them. And you know what? We're going to go for the Grenadiers here, the Skunks. They sort of lock down areas with toxic fog. So we're going to go with 2 militants. we'll go with a hero unit here. Now, since most of my guys are pretty much long range, we're going to stick with the whole long range concept here. So the sniper likes to hang out and can instant kill units with one shot. However, she has a very slow firing rate. So if, her weakness is actually swarms of level 1 units that just overcome her because she can't pick them all off. Whereas she gets tremendous value picking off higher value targets of the enemy. So let's go with the fox, and then we're going to want something to sort of keep everybody at bay. I'm going to go with the barbed wire. We don't want people close in a melee, and the barbed wire, especially put around our camp, will help keep the defenders out. So that's going to be my army composition for this round. All right, now the one and only resource in here is food. Also, your maps are randomly generated every single turn, so scouting the map is critical. You got water slowing you down, you got bridges. These other windmills are where you can build more farms. All right, this is kind of a dead end. Oop, there's our enemy. Your general cannot attack, their general cannot attack. You can only lead your troops, and only your troops can attack. But the only one... All right, so there's their general. All right, I'm going to go burrow home. It's a free teleport. Build another farm, and then let's start getting our distillery brothers. We want to start with our tier 1 troops here. I need 60 food to lay this thing down. So what's going to happen is that's going to slowly start to build. And then once that builds, it's going to start auto-summoning up to 3 squirrels from that one thing. I don't have to remember to queue up units. It will automatically do it for me and add them to my army. You know what? I'm going to add another one of these guys here. Now, down here, we could get some barbed wire down here to help with our defenses here, although we're going to need quite a bit of it. All right. What I'm doing here is I'm holding down a button to command my troops to come to me. So this is how you control your troops. See, now we got 4 squirrels. And it tells me I've got 4 of 6, and every time it spawns a squirrel here. Also, the pigs also shoot at the guys, but they're not terribly strong. All right, you know what? I'm building up a lot of food here. Let's get some skunks going here so we can get some area denial, and also let's get some more farms down. We gotta, just like in other really good RTSs, you gotta balance your troops versus your economy. If you spend all your food on farms, you're not gonna have any troops to defend them with. Oh yeah, if you kill the enemy general, you don't win. What it does is it basically, let's get some pigeons in here. It just sends them back to their thing, and they're out of commission for like 10 seconds or so. It's not. Oop. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just telling everyone to come here. All right, got our first skunk online. Excellent. Let's see if we can't make a little push to them. Punish them if they decide to start trying to expand here. Also, you can only see up. You can only see fire at. Oop, looks like they got skunks too. All right. Let's be careful because they got those skunks there. See, now their commander's there. Oop, oop, we got to get them out of the skunk fog. Thankfully, we got our healers here. Get them out of the fog, guys. Get out of the fog. And as your guys die, their buildings, as long as their buildings are still around, can we get this guy? Yes, okay, good. Get out of the skunk fog. Okay. Let's see if we can do some damage to their economy here. And you know what? Let's buy that gristmill. We got to start spending some of our stuff here. All right, we're going to send our troops home. They are just going to sit here and do as much fighting as they can. Let's get let's get our fox going here too. That way we can get back and actually start spending some of our stuff. Alright, retreat, guys. We've got a farm up here. We've got a grist mill up here, so now we can start building more farms. Also, eventually the farms will run out of food. Actually, this little choke point right here will be perfect for some barbed wire. That will keep them out. Oop, guys, get out of the skunk farts. Get out of the skunk farts. Yeah, so see how it says my farms have gone fallow? It's letting us know that we have some issues here. Not some issues. We're starting to run out of food here. Oh yeah, let's get some of our guys over here. Take out this expansion farm that they've got going up here. As we get our economy up and running again. Oop, and there goes one. The goal of the game, by the way, is to destroy all of your enemies' grist mills. Oop, is this theirs? No, but they got a warren over here. So this will take out their troop thing. Alright. Yeah, they're taking out our farms here. Our commander can as time goes on, our commander gets more and more hit points, so we can tank more and more damage. Oh, and there goes their last gristmill. All right. So see, like I said, it's just it is a real quick thing. So it gives you can do a replay of this. You can do spectators. This game is for up to 4 people. See, this game only lasted 6 minutes and 3 seconds, and that's a normal length for these games. They're real quick. You know, and if you try a strategy out that it doesn't work, you know, your troop composition was kind of garbage and your guys lost, or maybe the map generation gave you a bad hand and the terrain was just kind of against you, that's okay. That's okay. Because that loss is only 6 minutes in and you get to try again the next time. So that was just a lightning quick look at Tooth and Tail. Now, oh, what the hey? Let's do one more here. Let's do it a little more chaotic. A 4-player free for all, and we will add bots here. Also, the commanders. These are the 4 main commanders. There's no in-game effects for them in terms of what Hopper doesn't get a bonus to one type of thing or another. They're just there for different flavors and different factions. Honestly, the real serious bonuses and penalties come from what your troops are, who you decide to go with. So let's try a different troop composition here. We're going to go with the Bullet Hive, the little turret here. And we'll go with the Nomads of the North here, the melee guys. Learning Light Croakers, that could work out. And then on here, we're going to do like hit and run stuff. So I'm going to go for the snakes. They lay poisons on the enemy, which can, even if they don't kill them with the initial attack, the poison might kill the enemy afterwards, unless they have healers. And as for our heroes, ooh, the owl. The owl's an interesting unit. He pukes up half-digested mice which run at the enemies. He's like a carrier that just keeps puking up mice. It's kind of weird, but it works. He's effective. And then, yeah, the wing demons here. These guys are flyers and can attack, unlike the pigeons. All right, boom. Lay down our farm. That seems to be the first thing. And then while we wait for our food to build up, we want to scout. See where our enemy is. Oop, think I found it. All right, we are definitely going to need flyers, though, because they have got a really, really well-defended area. like a really freaking well defended area. So we're going to want to go heavy on our flyers. I'm glad we got the winged demons. Let's burrow home. This just lets you teleport home. Let's get another farm down. And yeah, we're actually probably gonna. I'm gonna turtle up here with our bullet hive, and then I'm just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna get 2 bullet hives here to sort of tank up here, and then I'm gonna go straight to tier 2 because we're gonna want lots and lots of flyers, and these are good positions for turrets. I'm also going to get my farms up because tier 2 units are a bit more expensive. Maybe some croakers, just in case they send mass units at me. We'll get the morning light croakers as a defensive suicide bombers. And then get another farm down. Yeah, we'll get our extra farms here. Get a stronger economy going here. All right, we got our first croakers here. So these guys will detonate upon seeing the enemy. Granted, that's all. They're a one-trick pony, but they still do pretty darn well. All right, let's get these winged demons. We need 120 food. Now these with all of our farms going here. Oop! I didn't mean to. Yeah, see those turrets up there? Yeah, oh yeah, if you make a mistake, you can always sell stuff for exactly the same amount of price. Now, he did scout my falcons going down here. I want more time in the back here to get the falcons down. Let's go all falcons. And we're going to go all in on these falcons. It's going to cost us a lot of food. And, yeah, we might want to build up our grist mill, but A-okay with waiting for our falcons here. We're going to get 6 in total. You get 3 out of a single den of level 1s. Nope, we don't want them to, but yeah, we do want them. Wait for the rest of our falcons to come up here. Yeah, see, they're eating away at our food because they're producing units. Aha! Here's where our toads will come into play. Oh, they all wasted themselves. And they wasted my bullet hive here. I forgot this was free for all. All right, we gotta get our next grist mill up. All right. Well, he still saw what he needed to see. So we got to get this thing up and running. Let's see. No one's claimed that one. This way we'll get our food up and running. Yeah, see, the water slows me down and slows down land troops, but our water troops, or our air troops rather, they're fine with that. They can fly right over it. Now, oop, I see. Ooh, they've got. Yeah, our guys are just taking them out. They've just got ground troops here. There goes that one. Let's take out their owl here. That owl's not going to do well against the whole horde of these guys. Yeah, there's all the mice that they've got in their gullet. That's kind of disgusting. Let's get them to take out their structures here. We're going to burrow home. Let's get a snake down. Let's get one of our own owls down. Get more of these down, and one of our bullet hives, just to sort of protect things around here. Yeah, we're starting to farm out here. Yes, I know, your farms have gone foul. This is why we had to expand. Alright, our guys are up here. Some of them survived, actually. Alright, no one's claimed that one. But we've got some structures over here. Got yellow expansion over here. You know what? I'm just going to be a... Oh, yeah. You can only place defensive structures close enough here. Get some of these guys going in here. Now this guy's almost farmed out here. So not a whole lot to be done here. All right, we got some skunks going here, but oop. Yeah, there's my owl. That will be useful. And let's get some more. Let's get some more of our demons here, because these guys are doing quite well. I am going to want to get this extra gristmill up here. In fact, let's sell that, because I actually need this gristmill instead. Oh, fun fact: these nomads of the north are voiced by Michelle Creeber, who's also the voice of Apple Bloom from My Little Pony. Just fun little fact. Oh yeah, that highly defensible farm is. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to always have a. You always have to have a food income, or you will start to starve. That's their way of preventing stalemates. All right, we got to find the rest of the enemy here. But with all those farms going down, we should be pretty darn good. Where are they hiding? Oh, there they're hiding. Now that was their gristmill, but it's dead. They got one up here, maybe? Probably. No, they didn't reclaim. You can rebuild destroyed gristmills, so it's not like they're dead permanently. Aha! There you are. Yeah, them. Gotcha! So that, my friends, is Tooth and Tail. And yes, this is multiplayer available. Now, as far as how do you get your hands on this, well, it's not publicly available for Steam. This is actually technically an alpha build. That being said, it is possible to get your hands on it. If you go to the developer's Steam page, sometimes you will bump into the devs themselves. And for eager people who are eager to play the game, you might get yourself a key to the game and whatnot. The game will be coming to Steam officially in a formal sale. You know, you'll be able to get it normally in due time, but it's still in alpha. But man, is it pretty! It is really, really good. I'm looking forward to the official release of this. If you guys like this episode, do expect some multiplayer mashups for it, as I go toe-to-toe with some of my online buddies, trying to tackle them in a little bit of a real-time strategy. So this was Tooth and Tail. Hope you guys liked. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.